Hi kids, how are you today? Join me in exploring about conduction, the transfer of heat in solids. Are you ready? Have you ever walked barefoot across a sidewalk on a hot day? You can feel the heat of pavement on your feet, right? How about accidentally burning your finger when touching a headpan? What happened? You're right! It means there is a transfer of heat. Heat is a form of energy produced by continuous motion of matter and capable of being transmitted between bodies of different temperature. Temperature is a measure of hotness or coldness of an object. How does heat flow? What should be the temperature of the source compared to the temperature where heat will go? If two objects at different temperature are brought together, energy is transferred. That is, heat flows from the hotter object to the cooler object. The heat from the pavement transferred to your feet. And the heat from the hot pan transferred to your fingers. These are examples of heat transfer. Heat transfer occurs in three ways: conduction, convection, and radiation. In this video, we are going to focus on conduction, the process of heat transfer in solid materials. Conduction is the transfer of heat through solid materials by direct contact. If the source of heat and a solid comes in contact or touching each other, conduction happens. Thus, the heat flows inside the object. When solid is heated, the molecules gain energy and start to vibrate faster and faster. If one part of a body is heated by direct contact with a source of heat, the neighboring parts become heated successively. The difference in temperature between two neighboring objects causes heat to transfer. The heat transfer continues until the two objects have reached the same temperature. Let's look at this situation. Your mother asked you to cook soup for breakfast. While cooking, you forgot to remove the ladle from the hot pot. And when you touched the ladle to stir the soup, you felt the hotness of the ladle that burnt your hand. How does the end of the ladle outside the pot got too hot to handle? Let's take a closer look on how conduction occurs. Stove produces fire. The heat energy from the fire is transferred to the pot, and the energy from the pot is transferred to the soup and into the ladle. Let's study this picture. The pan is in direct contact with the fire from the stove. The heat energy from the pan then transfers to the egg, eventually cooking it. The source of heat in this situation is the fire from the stove. In this another example of heat transfer through conduction, the source of heat is the hot water. Notice that there is a direct contact between the hot water, the mug, and the spoon. The heat from the hot water transfers to the mug and spoon. Thus, the mug and the spoon get heated because of conduction. Remember, there are two conditions for transfer of heat through conduction to occur. The two objects must be touching each other. There should be some differences in temperature of the two objects. This is how heat transfer in solid materials through conduction occurs. That's it for now, guys. Join me again next time in exploring the wonderful world of science, because science is fun.